and Smythe host the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.
Welcome to Team Podcast episode 047. My name is Nash, host of the Team Podcast. And with me as always, we got Wells of the Horseplay Podcast. Say what's up, Wells.
Oh, wait.
He's not here. Not as always. Unfortunately, Wells called in sick.
Called in sick to work.
He called in sick to work. But with me, I got on the ones and twos, we got the great DJ Smythe.
Not a DJ, but
yeah, Wells not here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like I'm all the entertainment this week. Very excited.
He tried. Like, right? he wanted to come.
He did.
He really, really wanted to come.
He even gave like a fake cough. Guys, I really can't make it.
He got sent home, rested all day, really tried to tough it out, but whatever. We got it. Yeah. We got it. So it's just me and you today, Smythe. So what is going on? Anything exciting?
Christmas season is upon us.
Yes, it is.
I'm kind of okay with it now. Before I was like, it's coming on too fast. But now I'm getting into the mood. Like songs are coming on. I'm like, Christmas.
I hate Christmas songs.
You don't like them?
I hate those songs.
But how about the ones that like...
No, not anymore.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Britney Spears, Santa Baby.
Nope.
What?
Nothing.
Wow.
I cannot stand Christmas. Wow. I'm that guy. I cannot stand Christmas songs. I hate hearing them on the radio. Well, I don't listen to radio, but it's just over and over and over. Same songs over and over. I don't know. People love it. It says gets them to the Christmas spirit and whatnot. Oh. I'm the Grinch, I guess.
Baby, It's Cold Outside. Banned.
Yes. Casey J. Ford put that in the group. Why? Because of the lyrics?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Yeah. That's rough.
I guess.
That sounds 100 years old.
Are we getting too PC in our society?
100%. We're going overboard now. But, like, it is what it is.
I guess it is what it is. People felt bad enough, I guess.
Yeah, if you want to enforce the rules, sometimes things you love gotta go away.
But the Christmas stuff isn't full in effect. I see you put up a tree.
Yep.
Got a tree up here in the office.
You
went real.
Yeah, that's my warrant for this week. So,
okay, we'll save it for the. Yeah, I put up my tree. It's in the window. Looks gorgeous. Lights are on all the time. Fully decorated. In my household, it's more about the.
It's fashion.
It's kind of about the show. It got to look nice and whatnot.
Yesterday, we were watching the game, and somebody who lives in Nash's house said that if they had kids and the kids brought home a decoration.
I made that joke. So my partner, we always said it's like we're very neat and tidy, I guess to say is nice and whatnot. So there's a certain way the tree has to look and stuff like that. Fine, I'm not even knocking it for that. I'm not, because I feel the same way. If our child came home with a decoration and they're saying, "Hey, mommy, can we put this up in a tree?" We're probably like, "Yeah, we're gonna put it in the back." And then like throw it in the garbage. It doesn't match, so you can't put it up.
But you know what's funny? She proceeded to explain how a tree should be decorated, and I was like, you know what? That sounds very correct. I hate the fact that you guys know how to do that. Fashion forward, I say.
Well, there's another one of our other friends. She's very fashion forward, and her tree looks fantastic. She put a video on it and everything like that. So shout out to her. It looks fantastic. I guess it's a way. I remember as a kid, we just threw things
stuff on the tree.
We just threw things on.
It was so easy back then.
My mom was like, "Okay, we put up a tree. Now you kids just throw things on," and we just threw things on.
I want you to link that perfect Christmas tree on Insta so people can see what this perfect tree looks like.
Well, it's not necessarily a perfect. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll put up on. I was supposed to put a picture on Instagram. Yeah, I'll put it up.
Not yours, the real expert one. Well, maybe yours too if yours is that good.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll put that up too. But anything else going on this week? Anything fun and exciting? The snow is starting to come.
Snow's on its way. Winter tires.
The malls are.
Oh my god! I went to Sherway today, and they're prepared, and they didn't overdo it. Do you know usually malls have like Christmas everywhere and you just go nuts? Yeah. They know you're coming to buy stuff. Yeah. So all they got is in the window. Everything got little sales going on, whatever. I thought you go in there and get killed for full price. No. So every store you walk in, the front of the store is just gift things. And it says gifts under this, gifts for that, gifts for... And you walk in there and you're like, oh my God, I have to get this person. They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, I remember you're going to get for your coworkers, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I remember you talking about this yesterday.
But I mean, I understand why everyone spends all their money on Christmas now.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you walk in to buy a gift, there's 100 things out there, and they're at the front of the store, and they know what you want, and it's sitting there waiting for you.
Are you ever tempted to just get something for yourself?
Oh, all the time. I do a lot of me shopping on Christmas, and it's just the way it is. I'm like, while I'm buying stuff, I feel bad if I don't get me something. That's the kind of person I am.
I feel bad if I don't get me something.
Yep. How about you? Same way?
I'm not especially for kids and whatnot.
Yeah.
This is how I feel with kids. And just going off my experience.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you got when you were 4 years old?
No.
Do you remember what you got when you were 6?
Sorry. I got Nintendo when I was 6. Yes.
Do you remember when you got when you were 10?
I got Super Nintendo when I was 10.
Okay. My point in the story is most of the time,
you don't remember anything.
You don't remember anything.
No. You don't care.
It's useless. Kids got enough toys. I guess to see the excitement on their face, you get them something. Maybe that's why people do it. To see the excitement on their face. I like giving kids, like my niece. I love
experiences.
I love to take her to sports. Her mom doesn't always allow me to do it, but I love taking her to sporting events. I love taking her just places and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're an experience giver, yeah. And I think that is a better gift because at the end of the day, like, there's parents that just shower their kids with toys, and that's money literally down the drain.
Yeah.
The next year, it's not like they don't ask for toys.
Yeah,
your kid never says, "I have enough toys."
Yeah,
he has, and when you sit on Santa's lap, does a kid ask for one thing ever? No. There's 100 things on there.
100 things.
I feel like it should be like you're getting 2 gifts. One from Santa, one from us. What do you want?
Yeah.
And that's it. And if you don't, if you don't behave.
Yeah. Yeah, because you see like kids nowadays, or not nowadays, but everyone, just so many toys. The next thing you know, the living room is just stacked full of toys. There's like 15 toys for one child. And like, where's the rest of the house? So I like to give, experience for kids. Me personally, I don't like receiving gifts that much too often. Me and my partner, we never exchange gifts on Christmas. It's like whatever. But we get some, like, we buy our stuff. Like, we're adults, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If I want something, I'll buy it. I really, really, truly need nothing. I absolutely need nothing.
I want for nothing.
Yeah.
I
might get some shoes, but whatever.
Yeah. I usually go with like jewelry because you don't buy jewelry during the year. Like, it's not you don't never come home with like a necklace or a break. That never happens. So that's one thing you get on Christmas. Again, everything else, we make our own money. You can just buy yourself what you want.
Exactly. So that's where I'm at. Might go out this week to get some Christmas shopping done, I guess. Maybe.
I'm going out on the 23rd, like I do every year.
Every year, the 23rd?
Get everything you want.
Do you guys do anything for like your family stuff? Or anything?
Yeah, so we go to my parents' place. We do Christmas Eve dinner because my like sister and my stepsisters and everything. And then so we eat dinner at midnight, which is crazy. And then we open the gifts, and the kids open all their gifts, and they get whatever.
Is there a lot of kids?
There's 4 kids.
Okay,
so it's not hard, right? And then I buy my parents Spurs tickets every year. And
Brian, what tickets?
Spurs tickets. So Raptors Spurs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when the Spurs come here.
They like the Spurs?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Stuff that loves the Spurs. So we always get those tickets. And then we drive to Port Colborne. So for Christmas morning, we wake up and we have stockings there and they stocking stuff and they do Christmas. Typical. Right? And then they open all their gifts in the morning and that's nice. And they have a family dinner in the evening. And then we spend a couple of days in Port. Then we come home and enjoy the rest of vacation. I like our Christmas, actually. I feel like we do it really well.
I don't like driving because I used to date other women that, the family and stuff like that. I'd have to go here, then go there. Too much.
Yep.
Luckily, I shouldn't say luckily because I would like to see them more. But my partner, her parents live on the other side of the country in Vancouver.
Don't have to visit them for Christmas.
That is it's great. Like you go one place and that's it. So we got to go all the way up north to Brampton. I'm thinking to myself next year I'm going to say, hey, you guys come down here. I'm not going up there anymore.
Wow.
Come to our place.
Wow. And they're going to be like, no. And they're like, well, that's it. It's not going anywhere this year.
Let's see how you like to drive. Hey, I would make all the food and whatnot. Let's see how you guys like to drive.
Remember back in our single days when we used to be able to watch 5 basketball games at someone's house? Don't you long for that?
Sometimes. I know every time you're dating somebody, I thought to myself, I said this to my previous girlfriend, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to get up and watch basketball games. That didn't go over well. That did not go over well.
You can't do it. You can only do it when you're single. It's the only way it's going to
Most of the time, you can watch the first game.
Yeah.
Because it's on at like 12. So you're like, whatever.
You get out.
But then the festivity starts, and you're going to miss a couple. Maybe you'll sneak in the 5 o'clock game.
Yeah, maybe you'll get.
And by the time the last game comes around, you're tired and you just want to go to sleep.
It's over.
Luckily, the games aren't that great this year, but whatever.
That's true. They're not having enough. But I mean, I miss 1 year we got to do it again. Just 1 year.
1 year.
Figure it.
Hey, when they come down, my family comes down here.
Here's what we're doing.
That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna watch some football. Some basketball. Any recommends or warns this week?
I have a warn.
Shoot.
Real Christmas trees. Don't do it. It's not worth the hassle, bro.
You don't like the smell?
You know what? The smell is okay. It wears off. A. B. Pine needles everywhere. Mm-hmm. C. You have to water the thing every day. Mm-hmm. If you don't water it, it just dies in front of you. So you're watching this thing like wither away.
Well, technically it's slowly dying anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So like, is it the greatest thing? I don't know, man. And like you have to carry it in the house, carry it out, and it's after 1 year, it's done.
And you got to buy another one.
And you have to go look like, and you're looking for a perfect tree. No, it's like $40 for a tree. Yeah. But the stand was like whatever. It's more than the tree.
Well, the stand you keep forever.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also, but like, I don't know. It's a hassle, and I feel like it's not worth it. And I wanted to pay like $300 of a nice looking fake tree that I could reuse for 100 years.
Not even that much. A fake tree, you can get a fair sized tree for maybe $100.
A nice one. Has to look kind of real. That's the one thing about the fake tree. And you can like
if you want to go really expensive, because there are some really expensive ones like $2,000, $3,000. But you go to Walmart and get a nice one for $100.
Get a nice tree. Get decorations.
Together, it's already pre-lit.
Right.
Throw in a couple decorations.
And you're good to go.
Any recommends this week?
Super Smash Brothers comes out at midnight tonight. If you're waiting on getting a Switch, get one. I feel like I've said this before, but tonight is the night. At midnight tonight, it comes out, and it's going to be a cultural phenomenon.
I will say this about the Switch, though, because we went on vacation 2 years ago to Montreal, and every second of our downtime, what were we doing? Playing Switch. Everyone would just gather around a table and play Switch.
It's from whatever.
So, like for the travel sense, yes, it's pretty good. And then one of our friends, shout out to Jomo, mysteriously took it.
Hey, I took your Switch.
I didn't come with a Switch.
Why would you do that?
I'm going to take it.
It was a good time.
Any recommendations for warns from me? Nothing. Because I haven't watched anything.
What do you do all week?
I was just talking about this today. I'm like, I haven't watched a movie, especially in the top 100 IMDb, in maybe 3 weeks.
What?
I haven't watched any movies. One thing I will recommend, Outlaw King. It's a horrible title. Outlaw King on Netflix. Oh. Chris Pine. It is really, really good.
Really?
Really, really good. So basically, it's not a sequel. It's not a sequel to Braveheart, but basically, it's the story after Braveheart.
Oh.
It basically starts where you see they basically delivered William Wallace's arm, because they ripped him apart.
Yeah.
They ripped him apart. They delivered his arm to one of the towns. It basically starts off there. And then it starts off of the guy who betrayed him in Braveheart? It's the story of him. They follow him. Chris Pine's that guy.
It's kind of a sequel to Braveheart then.
But it's not in the same universe.
I get it. No, it has to be in the same universe.
No, it's not.
Well, they gave his arm.
Well, it's not Braveheart, but it's the same story. It's the story of William Wallace, what happened after William Wallace.
Yeah.
So I was saying you can literally probably watch Braveheart, then watch that.
So that makes it kind of sequel.
It's not a sequel, but I think it's a horrible title, Outlaw King. But it's really good.
I'm going to watch it now.
Now, Netflix is coming up with some really good stuff.
Well, Netflix... Did you know that Netflix has taken on billions of dollars in debt to produce this content?
I've been talking to you guys this for about years. I'm like, how is Netflix making money? And you guys kept on saying, of course they're making money. And then I put out that article and it was like, Netflix is losing money on this stuff.
I did not know that they were taking out debt to produce content.
It's so much content.
How much more people can subscribe?
I don't know. It's about the subscription. This is what these things. It's kind of like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is losing money on cars. Like crazy.
Yeah,
everything he's doing, he's losing money. But it's about the future. So he's going to be the first person to, I don't know, real estate in space or something like that. That's what it's about. It's about the future. Netflix is about subscriptions. How many people can I get on our subscription? But the
problem is you already have you've tapped out. You can't have more people buy this.
You can always reach out to more. Because there's always that one person, because I've gone into plenty of households.
Netflix? Yeah.
Plenty of households where Netflix is not a thing to them. But they're still watching traditional TV.
No.
Which is, like, to us,
yeah.
I guess we're kind of on millennials, the end of millennials. To us, it's like, TV. What do you got that for?
How would you do that to yourself?
There's so much more better product on Netflix.
Yeah. That's crazy. I did not know it was like that.
Yeah, they're just losing money. And the Marvel... They got rid of all their Marvel shows, or they're going to be canceling all their Marvel shows. There's only 2 more left. They got Punisher and Jessica Jones. I'm guessing these 2 seasons that they're filming, that's probably going to be it.
Yeah,
because they just canceled Daredevil.
Yep. Which is their best one.
So apparently, everyone thought Marvel took the shows back.
Oh, Marvel.
That's not how it happened. So apparently, again, Netflix is losing money on these shows.
Yep.
And they wanted to take it in-house. So they want control. So they can make more money on it. And Disney said no. So they said, forget it. We're going to cancel it.
And then it's going to show up on Disney.
No, because Disney does not do R-rated stuff.
Oh, they're not going to change that?
No, they're not. They're not going to bring it back. Disney doesn't.
Come on, Disney.
See, it's the thing about the Disney deal. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Disney bought Fox. It's going to be fantastic! Yay! We get to see our heroes with other heroes. Yay!" It's not a good thing, people. It's not a good thing. You see that movie Logan?
Yeah,
that wouldn't happen in Disney.
Yeah, Disney wouldn't make that.
Deadpool that everyone loves.
Not.
Nope.
Disney's
now they've said they don't know what they're going to do with Deadpool.
Now,
but they don't have R-rated content.
If they say like they own the Fox monkey and they just say it's under Fox still, they could still have R-rated content and just not call it Disney.
They're not going to do that.
Yeah,
because obviously they're going to bring the X-Men into the Avengers universe. Obviously, because it just makes more money for them.
Yeah. Well,
but
Avengers PG.
Yeah, PG-13. They don't do R-rated content.
That's rough.
Look, I'm telling you, people, look it up. Disney does not do R-rated content.
That's gonna be rough.
So everyone who thinks, "Oh, this is a great idea," it's not. It just stifles creativity.
Yeah, you're losing You're losing franchises basically based on that.
Well, look, if they come up with an X-Men movie or a Logan movie that's not R-rated, who cares? People are still gonna watch it.
Yeah, no one's saying anything.
But to have that different, like Deadpool is different.
Yeah,
that's why R-rated stuff. Like you're not gonna get a different stuff. It's all gonna look like a Marvel thing.
Yeah,
it's so.
Well,
I was gonna say in the beginning, Fox already has to sell off. They have to sell off some of because they own a lot of stuff now.
Yeah,
they have to sell off some of the sports rights and stuff like that. So apparently, a few people are bidding, and apparently, Amazon's getting into that. They might buy some of the local baseball stuff
if they get in first. Whatever streaming service gets sports first,
but they're not sure how it works. Right? They're not sure if it's worth it because the reason those guys haven't jumped into it yet is because like. Sports leagues, especially like the NFL, they want money. They want a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
but Amazon's like, is it worth it for us?
Because you're not going to get exclusive. You're not going to get
you're going to get crap games.
Yeah, the only way you're going to watch is if you have Amazon. That's not going to happen in major sports.
Yeah, you're going to get crap games. If Netflix jumps into it, they're going to get crap games. They're not going to get the premium games.
It's not even crap games. Even if they just show, they don't need exclusive rights. They just need rights. Mm-hmm. They just need people to show games so people can cancel their cable and watch their sports on Netflix. That's it.
Let's say, for example, the Kansas City and the Rams.
Yeah.
That happened the other day.
Yeah.
The network's not going to say, put it on Netflix. No, the network's going to be like, no, we paid billions of dollars for these TV rights.
This is our game.
This is our game.
This is where we get our money back. Yeah, exactly.
It's going to stay here. You're not going to get it. You're going to get that crappy, I don't know, Cardinals against 49ers game. Exactly. That's what you guys are going to get. So that's why they're not hesitant to jump into it.
If I were Netflix, I might shell out.
Is it worth it though? That's the whole thing. Is it worth it?
No, because
now you got to throw in more money than the networks are throwing in to get those games.
Yeah.
So are you going to throw in more money than ESPN?
No, you don't have more money than ESPN. Apparently, they don't have money at all.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So that's why they don't really jump in both feet.
Yeah.
So I said I don't get any warrants. Let's get into some sports. Let's get into some sports. Oh man, let's get this out the way. Kareem Hunt.
Oh. Did you hear what what's his name said, the quarterback?
No.
He's like, we don't do those things here.
We don't. Well,
just
good for him.
Well, after that, we don't do that here. That's
good for him. So if you guys haven't seen it, if you're living under a rock, because it's been like on a news cycle forever, Kareem Hunt got into an altercation with a girl. So ended up pushing her and then kicking her and stuff like that.
But when did it happen?
In February.
Right?
In February. So what happened is the Chiefs found out about it. He talked to the Chiefs. He lied to the Chiefs and told them, this didn't happen, this didn't happen, or whatever. Now, the procedure goes, so how it goes is a team can discipline one of their players. But once the NFL gets involved, it's now the NFL's thing. So that's what happened. They passed it on to the NFL. So now it's off the Chiefs' plate. So whatever because the Chiefs investigated and said, yeah, nothing happened. So what the NFL did is their investigation was to ask the Chiefs what happened. And the Chiefs said nothing happened. So the NFL said, okay. Forget it. Okay, we believe you. And of course, TMZ got the video and it came out 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah. Now,
A week ago.
How does it take 11 months to get a video? Or
I bet you TMZ's been sitting on it.
Yeah, say it's in a vault for a very long time.
They've been sitting on it because the longer it waits, like say they came out with this on Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
With Kareem Hunt, like say they got to the Super Bowl and they came with
playing.
That would have been killed him. That would have killed him.
Yeah. Well, he's dead now.
But they sit up. But this is my thing, man. And I don't know.
Well, I know what you're gonna say, and I just don't get it.
The NFL. Isn't it shades of Ray Rice? It's the exact same thing.
It's Ray Rice.
The NFL the NFL doesn't care. They don't care.
They'd rather him play.
Yes.
That's what the NFL's saying. The NFL's like,
care.
You're a good football player, and we value that over you beating up.
If it was Tom Brady, they would go to great depths to try and hide it.
They'd be like, he didn't do it. It wasn't him.
They would put their head in the sand and
have the video and be like, it wasn't him. That wasn't.
This is what we have to understand. And I've said this before. I know you and Wells. I don't know if you guys care that much. And I don't want to speak for Wells. Man, I feel guilty sometimes watching the NFL.
I don't feel guilty because it is what it is. It's a money-driven league. They need to make money.
They are amoral. I'm trying to put morals on an amoral company.
Yes.
That companies are amoral, and that's what it is. But they don't care.
No. Ray Rice. Remember Ray Rice initially got 2 games? Mm-hmm. So it was like, something's going on. Yeah. What is it?
Yeah.
The league learned from the Ray Rice situation and tried to sweep Kareem Hunt under so far that they didn't even discipline him at a team level. If you understand, they saw the same situation and handled it even worse because the NFL's version of handling it is not disciplining this player at all, right?
The NFL did not interview Kareem Hunt, and they did not try to find the woman.
Do you understand? So they're like, man, what happened to Ray Rice? That was bad for us. If that happens again, instead of getting in front of it, let's try to bury it deeper.
Now, Ray Rice, within 5 months, the police have been called on him 3 times.
Huh.
This is the third time. Like, this is not a one-off thing. This is, I love when guys send in their apologies. This is not who I am. Yes, it is. We saw what you did. This is exactly who you are.
And now, based on the story, the altercation happened when Kareem Hunt asked said woman to sleep with one of his friends. Now, you are Kareem Hunt. You're a multi-millionaire. If a woman says no to you,
that's it.
A, and B, there are 100 other women in that same building
that might want to,
at any given time. A, and B, why are you asking for your friend? I don't. What is happening here? I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand. And for me, I had zero sympathy for Kareem Hunt.
Oh, I don't.
In this situation, I had zero sympathy.
Zero.
This guy's trying to basically pimp off some girl on one of his entourage dudes. Like, you probably don't deserve to be in this league. You are not a gentleman. You should be representing the greatest athletes in the world.
Initially, when it happened, I was on that same page. I'm like, you don't deserve to be in the NFL anymore. Yeah. But are we not allowed to learn from our mistakes?
3 times in the same 6 months?
Well, he's never been charged with anything. Even this situation.
He's not going to get charged for this.
He's never been charged. No, they dropped the. That's another thing about the Cleveland police. They didn't charge him at all.
Yeah.
So whatever. But are we not allowed to learn from our mistakes? He's 22 years old.
Yeah.
Are we not allowed to learn? Because I hear a lot of people is like he should be banned from the league. I'm like,
I don't know.
He's not going to play this year.
I don't think ban maybe is not the word, but he deserves to lose his job and sit down and seriously think about his life.
Yeah, the Chiefs got him.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he should be banned. He should be able to. He should maybe do some community work and do some programs and whatnot.
They probably should say, okay, you're still under the NFL Players Association. Yeah. You gotta do community service. You gotta do certain hours here. You gotta do whatever. You gotta go to some anger management class.
Well, remember when Michael Vick got with the dog incident?
Yeah. Well, he went to jail.
He went to jail. Yeah, he went to jail, but he also did a lot of things for like dog humane rights and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they made him.
Yeah, well, he understand. Like he didn't at the time he didn't understand that was bad.
Yeah,
because that was just something his community did. That's what we do.
Yeah,
but he didn't realize it was bad. Now he realizes it now. But whatever. But yeah, if Kareem Hunt did some community work, some outreach, help battered women and stuff like that.
I think you
should be able to learn from this. I don't think banning him is because if he was a teacher. Would we say you can't teach ever again?
Yeah,
type thing.
Yeah, they would.
Like,
yes, they would.
You think so? Or they just get fired from that job and go find another job?
No, you can't teach it. They take away your. I don't know about that. I don't think there's like a thing of teachers, and you can't teach your work from school. But I don't know. Anger management for sure. I don't know about something to do with women. Maybe you don't put them in that situation again. You don't. I don't know.
Anyway, the NFL they don't care.
They
don't care. Like Reuben Foster. Just got picked up by the Washington team 2 weeks ago.
Everyone's talking about how it's a mistake.
Why did they pick him up? Now, Reuben Foster, he was been called from the same girl. Apparently, he's abusing this same woman. He's been calling the cops twice, I believe.
Yep.
No charges have been laid.
Nope.
But they knew that, and they still picked him up. And everyone in Washington is like, why did you pick him up?
The Redskins did their own investigation. Oh, sorry. But I will call them that because this is how dumb. And they've decided after their own investigation that it was worth picking this kid up.
No, they didn't do an investigation. The Eagles did an investigation, and they said they weren't going to pick him up. The R words didn't do an investigation, just picked him up, and now realized, maybe this might be a mistake.
This was a bad idea.
But are we really surprised from that team, Washington?
To the folks in Washington.
There are folks in Washington. Wow. And you also got like Greg Hardy, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The same guy who was convicted of domestic abuse, but because of the laws in Carolina, he got off. But he was convicted. And the Cowboys still picked him up. Yeah.
The NFL, unfortunately, does not understand.
It's not they don't understand. They don't care. They understand. Yeah. Well, how do you not understand? They don't care.
Like how much it hurts. Like that actual like violence against women is a problem in that league. And
it's a problem in every league.
I don't know.
It's a problem in every league. Baseball happens all the time.
Baseball happens all the time. Is right.
But what's his name? Varlamov. He's trying to get back into the NHL right now. They're probably not going to let him.
Yeah, but that's different
because he went to jail. He went to jail. But that same woman he did abuse, they are now married with kids.
Yeah,
he went to go play over in the KHL. Now he wants to come back in the NHL. I don't think they should probably let him in. But whatever. That goes back to the thing. Like, should you ban these guys? I don't know. If they learned a lesson, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of a slippery slope there.
It's sketchy.
Anything else you want to talk about this?
No, I'm done.
Green Bay Packers let go of McCarthy.
Yep.
Too late. Right on time.
Do you want to know what's funny about it?
Shoot.
You have Aaron Rodgers and nothing else. Every year this guy loses weapons. He creates new guys. Mm-hmm. Devontae Adams. Who was he last? I don't know. Now he's a star because there's no one else on this team. Mm-hmm. And when you're not winning because you don't have the talent, you fire the coach?
Yeah.
I don't think that makes any sense.
Well, they lost the lonely Cardinals last week. And he got fired right after the game. I don't know, man.
But, like, what do you want when you take away the three best players in the team year after year?
We haven't got anybody. They haven't. I brought this up a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Who have they gotten?
No. Nobody goes there.
Nobody. They can't even draft anybody.
Yeah.
There's nobody on this team.
Because they're just good enough that they don't get a top 10 pick. But, like, is it McCarthy's fault at that point? Or is it just like players stop listening? Or the players just aren't good enough? Because that's where I think we're at.
I was gonna go to another topic, but one more thing, because you heard Tony Dungy saying, "Oh, you can't do this to a Super Bowl winning coach. You should have gave him more time." They were in the Super Bowl like 2008, 2009. Like, how much more time do you need?
It's been a decade, bro. We forgot about that Super Bowl.
Yeah, but one thing about Aaron Rodgers is. And I tweeted this out. I tweeted this out.
I was waiting for you to explain this tweet.
So I tweeted out that Aaron Rodgers has more in common with Brett Favre than he has with Tom Brady.
Yes.
Meaning, I think they have the same amount of MVPs. They only have one Super Bowl win on their thing. But Brett Favre, he's a good old boy, but he was also a diva. But he's a good old boy. He's always out there having fun and whatnot. Google players and what they think about Aaron Rodgers. After they leave, all they say is he's tough to work with. He's tough to work with.
I can imagine that. It's
he's tough to work with. But Tom Brady, they love him. All the players that work around him, he's a great teammate. Great teammate.
Because Tom Brady, if he says something, he's saying it like this.
Yeah.
He's shouting in your face. You got to do something.
And so many times you see if Aaron Rodgers throws a pass and the receiver drops it, you see it on his face. He's like, you jackass.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, you shouldn't be here. I don't know why.
Like, I don't know. There's a lot of chatter and talk about how Aaron Rodgers is not the best guy to work with.
And I can understand that. It's one of those things where, like, it's kind of like the LeBron factor, really. If the Packers win, Aaron Rodgers is great. And if they lose, team around him sucks. Right?
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
No one's blaming Aaron Rodgers for this season.
And if you listen to all these shows, you hear players say that. He's like, why does Aaron Rodgers always get a pass?
Yeah.
Why? But no other quarterback does.
Nope.
But he always gets a pass.
Yep. No one,
exactly like LeBron. Exactly.
Yeah. He's not going to get benched. Nope. You can throw 4 picks. People didn't catch the ball. Hey, that guy didn't run the route properly. And unfortunately, if you play for the Packers, and that's why I guess people don't want to play for the Packers. Mm-hmm. They don't need that in their lives.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's might not all the way be McCarthy's fault.
Yep. Well, I don't blame McCarthy at all. I blame or put the talentless hacks around this guy.
Third time's a charm with the Chargers. Did you see the end of the game? There was three kicks. One, what was it? Were they all
timeout penalty,
but they were blocked both times, and then the third time they actually got last week. This is what we and we were talking about it there, Smythe. They were like, we didn't have the guts to pick the Chargers, and we should have picked the Chargers, but we got scared and we.
They're on the road. Like it was one of those things where like
the injury scared us. That was it.
Yeah,
it was the injury basically.
Yeah.
So
that's what I said. I said Gordon's not playing. Like there's no way these guys are going to come and get it done. Chargers proved me wrong. Beat a good team because that's the first time they did that this year too.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon is day to day with his knee.
Yeah, I think
so. And that's what scared us. But Chargers came back in that game. Like I was watching, I was like, oh, okay. I guess Steelers got this in hand.
Yeah,
guess not. Apparently not.
For some reason, the Steelers can't protect leads for the life of those guys. Like they can be up 31-0, and you're like, well, just give it some time.
I can see Wells probably throwing like something at the TV.
Oh, he probably had a ref there.
Tom Brady, 100,000 rushing yards. Or sorry, 1,000 rushing yards. Did you watch that game? Did you see the video? They had a tribute video.
Oh no, he's. I don't know. I think he's the greatest.
It was just funny the way that they totally made it. It took him 200 some odd games to do it.
That's why it's the best. Like he looks at the line of scrimmage, he's like, "Nope, not passing that."
Well, the way he runs, it looks so bad.
Yeah, you tackle me back here. Thank you very much.
Anyway, that was just a little bit of a joke. They won that game. Panthers. What
are you gonna say about them?
They lost 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Now, if Wells would hear, he'd be saying he's right. So, if you go on Cam Newton's Instagram,
I saw that.
He does these like videos. He'll do one before the game and after the game, and he also posts his clothing that he wore to the game. Does it every game. When they're winning,
no problem.
He hasn't posted anything in 2 weeks. And then Wells keeps saying this, and he keeps saying this. Cam Newton is a front runner. I like Cam Newton. I want him to succeed. But he's kind of like Russell Westbrook. But Russell Westbrook's not a front runner, but he's kind of like Russell Westbrook. It's like people are like, you are super talented, but you also might be the problem why we can't win.
He might be the reason why this isn't going well. Yeah, well, Russ has figured it out so far this year in OKC. But, like, I kind of get it. Sometimes I feel like...
He also looks like he's hurt, Cam Newton.
Yeah.
He doesn't look the same.
No. Yeah. I feel like Cam Newton gives up sometimes. Like, he's like, well, we're not winning this game. I don't think he cares enough to passionately play football. And,
that's what Wells would say.
I think he's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I think winning Super Bowls is not that guy's like, he's like, this is my job. I come out here. I play on Sundays. Yay. Then I go live my life. I think he actually legit thinks like that. Yeah. And I can't speak for the guy. I can just look at his action on the field when he plays. Sometimes he looks disinterested. The only quarterback I've seen in the league that looks disinterested sometimes.
There's probably a few more, but...
Yeah, but I mean, I can't think of anyone else who the look on their face is like, maybe we'll win, maybe we won't. Because they're vying for a playoff spot. Well, they were.
They were. The wild card spot, yeah. So, I don't know. They don't look great at all.
Do you think they get that second wild card spot?
Who are they playing this week? They're playing Cleveland, the Browns. The Browns. They're playing the Browns. Really? See, I don't even know if they'd win that game. I don't even know if they'd win that game.
Exactly. You know what though? Every week you can they can lose to anybody. They're not a team where like they're locked to win any games.
Oh, now they're not. Like over the last 3 weeks, I'm looking at them. Like before, I was like, okay, they can win. They can win. Now I'm like, can you win?
They're still in the second wild card.
No, they are. They are. They can still get it. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Right?
Anything else you want to talk about this week?
I still technically not in a wild card spot.
The Colts got shut out in that awful game.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
That was like, what happened?
Oh.
How do you go from...
Andrew Luck's been on a roll. Like, he's scoring 3 touchdowns for the last 4 games?
Yeah, or whatever. In the 0 spot?
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville? Yeah. Really?
Giants come back.
Yeah, that was great.
Carolina we talked about. Oakland was hanging in with the Chiefs a little bit there, right?
Yep.
They were hanging. Like, I was sitting there, I was like, because Wells picked the Ravens.
Yep.
Or, sorry, not the Ravens.
The
Oakland.
Raiders. Picked the Raiders to take it.
I was like, that wasn't a bad pick because they only lost by 7, and it was pretty close. So,
you know what?
They got up for that game.
I think the Thanksgiving curse is real. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm watching these teams.
I was thinking to myself, like, Kareem Hunt might hurt. I'm like, no, he's not that important.
He is.
No, he's like the 4th option on that team. He's not that important.
Yeah, but now they don't have a running back option.
They can just fill that spot. How many teams just fill a spot with
running backs? You just to fill. You just put any guy in there. I get the ball to Tyreek Hill if I were
just fill a spot. Miami won against Buffalo. They didn't even die. Miami sucks. Like they won, but I was like, ew.
It's trash. It's true though.
It was Kirk Cousins that went to Minnesota, right?
Yep.
And they paid him a boatload of money
up front.
What did they pay him for?
They thought he was going to be great.
He's a 500 quarterback.
Yeah,
that's what he is.
Yeah. They got rid.
So the Vikings lost to the Pats 24-10.
Yeah, but like it's the Patriots. But you got rid of a guy that went. Case Keenum lost, I think, 2 games as a starter for your team.
Don't you think Case Keenum would do the exact same thing that he's doing right now?
I think Case Keenum would be better.
Yes,
with this team.
Yes. And
you got rid of Case Keenum, brought in a worse performing quarterback, and then paid him $84 guaranteed million, something that no one else has. Tom Brady's contract isn't guaranteed, and you've paid a mid-tier quarterback. That's what he is.
Yes.
So is Keenum.
Yeah.
Because Keenum's over there.
But Keenum would be cheap. Keenum would have been way cheaper.
Way cheaper. Keenum would have played for $10 million.
Yeah.
And been happy. Mind you, Keenum got a nice payday in Denver as well, but I don't know.
Who would you say would win? Like, if they play each other, who would you say would win? I'd probably pick the Broncos.
I'm taking the Broncos. You're right. I'm taking the Broncos. I mean, he doesn't have the stellar defense. I guess you do, though. 24 is not... Like, the Patriots, that's not a bad game defensively.
No, but the Patriots don't really... They just win. They're not
they don't have to score 50 points.
They're just trying to win.
Yeah.
So... But they only dropped 10. That's the thing. Minnesota only dropped 10.
That's what I'm telling you. If you have Thielen out there... First of all, Thielen's a first down no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
You can do a cartwheel, spin, flip, throw the ball in the air. He'll catch it past the first down line. You only put up 10 points. I don't know,
man. Yeah. Like, it's just...
Bad decision. That's all. You had a lot of money, and you spent it unwisely.
And I heard this last week. I'm like, the NFL is the only league that pays per position. So if you're a quarterback, you're going to get the most money.
Yeah.
He's like, what? That doesn't make sense. So if I was a receiver and I was doing the more production than your running back or than your quarterback, why wouldn't I get paid the most?
But you're never going to do more production than the quarterback. The receiver has to get the ball from the quarterback.
Like, for example, when the Seahawks won that Super Bowl, did you say Russell Wilson won that, or was it mostly
the defense,
beast mode, and the defense?
Yeah, it's a good call.
When the Ravens won that Super Bowl a while back, it was defense.
But the quarterback touches the ball every play.
I understand, but. And what's his name? The GM of the Broncos.
Yeah.
What's his name? The ex-quarterback there.
Elway.
Sorry. Thank you.
I actually did.
Elway says, why can't we have a middle tier of quarterbacks? Why do we have to pay all these quarterbacks $80 million?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
I know.
And it does make no sense.
No,
you don't have to pay every quarterback $80 million.
But like, how many teams would you pay your wide receiver more than your quarterback?
Not a lot. Because I don't think
the Giants. Maybe one.
All right?
Odell
Beckham Jr.?
Yeah. Right? And that's like, the reality is like, the only thing the quarterback has, he touches the ball every play. I think the quarterback, that left tackle position is pretty important because the quarterback gets hit from behind, you have no quarterback. I don't care. Middle linebacker is very important. I think if you have a safety that can control the field, I think he should make good money.
Like, you can get on with a tight end. You can get on. Like, again, and look back in history. Look back in the last couple of Super Bowls. Who was the best receiver on any of those Super Bowl winning teams? You can't even name one. A top flight receiver on any of those teams that won the Super Bowl. Yeah. You've never be able to name one.
It's true, though. It's true. They don't win.
No. I just don't. Football's weird, man.
It's like them running quarterbacks. They just don't.
Yeah, football's weird. Like, the more money you pay your quarterback, the worse your team's going to be off.
You know what? Perfect example is Ravens. Remember when Flacco got paid?
They suck.
They haven't been in the playoffs since.
They suck. Right?
And now they're questioning if Flacco should even be starting, which I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, apparently I didn't know this. Just going over some notes I was doing. I was like, started reading the Ravens newspapers. I'm like, apparently it's a quarterback controversy over there.
Yeah.
They want Joe Flacco back in. I'm like, Jackson's won 3 in a row. Why would you want Joe Flacco?
The reason why you're over for like 500 is because it's tied. Yeah, the reason they're over 500 is because Jackson came in and is playing Michael Vick football.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's all he's doing. You don't know what's going to happen every single play.
He's not super impressive to me. I finally actually got to watch him once.
Yeah.
He's not super impressive to me, but they're winning games.
Yeah, he's Michael Vick. I like Michael Vick came on and threw for 140 yards. Great, but he ran for 130 yards, and that's a quarterback game.
See, this is what I was telling you about the Leafs.
Yeah, they can do it.
They can score. Like, sorry, we're watching the Leaf games right now, kids.
We're watching.
The Leafs were down. What was it? 3-1.
4-1.
4-1.
What was that?
And now it's tie game.
But
because they can score.
Yep.
They can score. They are. And again, I'll probably get into this next week, but we're being robbed of something special here. Because of the rules how they're set up. We're being robbed of something really great here.
Being Golden Stated.
Yep. Anyway. Anything else?
Nope.
Nothing else. Do you want to get your power rankings?
Yeah, let's do that first.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Last week, a lot of stuff happened in the NFL.
Not really. Oh, yeah.
A lot of stuff happened. We talked about it. A lot of things happened. So my honorable mentions are a lot of teams that were in the top 5 previously. So, I got the Bears. I made a decision, and the Bears are now in the honorable mention section. Stepping up into the honorable mention section is the Dallas Cowboys. You slay the beast, you get recognition.
Mention,
Yep, you get recognition for slaying the beast. The Steelers falling down to honorable mention, and guess what? The biggest fall of the week, New Orleans Saints have fallen into honorable mention.
That game was bad. We didn't talk about that, but
that was crazy.
That was so bad. They only 10 points.
Now, here's the thing: Dallas Cowboys figured them out. Everyone's watching game tape, or other teams will figure them out too.
Well, it wasn't a away game.
I know it was a away game.
It was a away game.
But an offense that's used to scoring 35 a game puts up 10, and it's against Dallas.
Well, they have a good defense.
Dallas only scored 13. They might have
their defense top 5.
Yeah. I think it's top 5 too.
Yeah.
But what?
Yeah.
Anyway, top 5. I finally decided that the Texans are the 5th best.
Number 5?
I've made a call. Texans are number 5. They haven't lost in a very long time.
No.
The problem is they've played no marquee matchups, so I can't measure them against.
You got to be who's in front of you.
Right.
That's all
just be the team you're playing. They're getting that done. Number 4, the Patriots. Listen, I want to not have these guys in here, but the problem with the Pats are they don't lose, man. Like it's hard.
Tom Brady doesn't look that great this year.
No,
but again, there is a lot of injuries.
There are a lot of injuries over there. But the thing about Tom Brady is I think he understands ball possession. He gets the concept of he's like, hey man, we're on our 30-yard line. Let's not push hard. Let's run, do whatever.
Yeah.
When he is pushing the kill, he goes for the kill and he gets it done.
Yeah, he does things to win.
Right. Number 3, the Chargers. Come on, you got to put that's performance and a half there.
How's my Super Bowl pick looking?
You know what, man?
Everyone laughed at me when I did it.
We did, but man, I don't. There's going to be a crazy showdown. It looks like if these guys keep rolling the way they are. Because remember, I said that this is the start of a bunch of tough weeks. This week.
Yep.
Well, this week they got the Bengals, and they're at home. That's a win, and they got 3 tough ones to close it out. But they stood their test, their first test. Awesome. Number 2 is KC. They keep winning.
Yep. 40 points.
I don't have any, and they played Oakland last week, so it's not like they can show how great they are. Yeah. But Mahomes is having a magical season. I think he breaks a touchdown record.
What is touchdown record? I don't even know.
I think it's 56.
What's he on?
Peyton Manning has it. He's at 40. He's got 4 games.
He could. Yeah. He could do it.
I mean, he has thrown for 6 in a bunch of games. And number 1, still the Rams, man. If you the one game they lost, it was because Drew Brees was throwing the ball within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
if you hold the ball for more than that, that line's going to get you.
Man, I love the Rams.
Right? They're solid. They're complete. And I don't see anyone in the NFC impressive enough to give them a run in the playoffs.
New Orleans.
That's the only team.
New Orleans.
And they just lost to Dallas. So now, like,
Dallas.
They won't have the firepower.
Yeah, because they don't score.
Yeah.
They don't score. Just think about Dallas. Maybe I'll get into it next week.
You just get into it.
Would you pay Dak Prescott?
No.
Because you have to pay him this summer.
No.
This spring.
No. And I don't think Dallas even likes him as their quarterback.
I don't like him. They will sign him. Do not get me wrong. They're going to sign him. Paid. This is why I love what's happening with the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to sign him, and they're going to keep Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
They're going to give him a lot of money.
And he's
not worth it. He's an average quarterback.
Yeah, the problem right now is that division is so wide open that Dallas can miss the playoffs still. Now, if they miss the playoffs, what do? Do you draft a quarterback?
Oh, they're going to fire him.
Right?
But they're probably going to make the playoffs.
Exactly.
They're probably going to win the division. I love it.
I'm just saying, Oakland has a guy that's just sitting there just waiting for the right thing.
Yeah.
I trade a first round pick for Derek Carr right now if you told me to. Right now.
I would.
If I was Dallas, take my first round. I don't need it. My team's good.
Oh, you take Derek Carr and put him on the Cowboys?
Yep.
I don't hate that idea.
Yep. Draft receiver in the second round, in the third round, in the fourth round. Everything else is pretty solid.
I don't hate that idea.
No.
Because they have a good defense over there.
Yeah. They got the
offensive line's okay. Like, it got a little worse.
Yeah, but they got Zeke.
And they got Zeke.
Give him the ball 30 times. Throw it 20.
I don't hate that idea. I don't hate that idea. I'm gonna think about that some more. I don't hate that idea. I'm gonna think about that.
This is why I should GM. This is why. Things like that.
All right. So that's your power rankings. So, yeah. Rams, Rams, Chiefs, Chargers, Pats, Texans. That's all right. Yeah, I don't really have any.
That's a solid.
Yeah, it's solid.
Texans had to earn it, though, man. They had 2 weeks of being tied.
Yeah.
Bears just lost one.
All right, so let's move on to some picks. So last week, all the circumstances, we all ended up with the same record, 3-2 for all of us. You were 4-1 in time zone games.
1-4 in time zone games.
1-4. What did I say?
4-1.
1-4.
I would have happily accepted.
1-4 in time zone games. So on the year, no movement. Wells is 37-25. I'm 39-27. 39-26, and you are also 39-26.
Yep.
Hopefully, we can get some movement this week.
Yep.
It'd be bloody fantastic. We could. All right, so we're gonna go Texans at Colts. Texans at Colts.
Ha.
I am going to take the. Oh, this one's tough.
You can't even say the word because
I'm going to take the Colts. I'm going to take the Colts.
Wow.
I like Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
I think what happened to him last week. It's because what happened last week. It's had a terrible taste in my mouth.
Yep.
The Texans haven't been playing the greatest teams in the world.
Yep.
For this little run. So I think they can do it. I think Andrew Luck's back. That offensive line is holding up. They can hold up this time. Yeah, I think they got it.
I'm gonna go super basic. Who's at home?
Texans.
Division game.
Yeah.
Texans by 3. It's just they see each other enough. The Texans are on a streak, and that's the division. This game will clinch a playoff spot for Houston.
Yes.
Will clinch the division, and I feel like they'll be just hyped enough to get it done.
Wells also takes Texans, and Texans are -4.5 for this game. Giants at Washington. Who do you got on this one, Smythe?
I got the Giants.
You got a Giants. Any particular reason why?
Saquon Barkley. Washington's just, unfortunately, their quarterback's down. They're all over the place.
They're on their third quarterback because what's his name?
McCoy's hurt. Yep.
Broke his leg.
Yeah.
So 2 quarterbacks broke their legs. Now they're on Sanchez.
Yep. And Sanchez doesn't win football games, unfortunately. And the Giants have pacing. They have Eli, but the defense isn't good enough to punish Eli enough to win this football game.
I'm going to go Washington.
What is wrong with you?
I'm going to go Washington. Now, if
Mark Sanchez is quarterback.
I know.
Okay.
Now we'll have a little bit more time to practice. Now, how many are you paying attention really close to the Giants?
Not really close.
Okay. If you watch the way Eli throws the ball and the way Odell Beckham Jr. has to catch it, a lot of times he's stretching. He has to go back. He has to stretch forward, catch him with one hand, this and that, because Eli's not throwing accurate.
Yeah.
Eli's not a good quarterback.
Anymore.
Now, they have Saquon Barkley.
Anymore?
They have Odell Beckham Jr. They are good.
Yeah. Can we say any more, though, when it comes to Eli? Can we just say he was good and now, like...
No, he was never good.
Aww.
In my opinion, he was never good.
I know.
He was never good. He had good years.
You guys are so hard on the guy.
He had good years, but he was never good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think with this extra week of practicing, Sanchez getting in there... Because Washington was okay. They were an okay team. Probably a little less than okay. I don't like Giants. I never liked them all year. Now, this is for the bottom of the division, basically.
Yeah, this is for the basement. But, so last week, if Peterson didn't score a 90-yard touchdown...
Ooh, all day. We didn't bring that up. All day.
He would have had...
That's the second time he did it this year, too.
Yeah, I know. They would have had 6 points.
Yeah.
You think that they'll do a better job against Dallas and against Philly?
Sanchez didn't know the playbook. He
No,
did not.
he
Like,
did
he
not.
was.
He
They were
didn't.
doing simple
I do
things.
that, but
there's a couple plays I'm like, man, you didn't know what's going on.
How many good games has Sanchez had in his career?
Oh, not a lot.
Exactly. I would almost say 0.
And that's all right. Eagles at Cowboys. As much as it hurts me, and much as it pains me, I'm going to pick Cowboys.
Are you? Good for you. We're not picking anything even.
More the fact that the Eagles, I don't know. I don't think they got it. Like, this year is a wash to me. Yeah. They don't got it. Cowboys defense. Cowboys defense is real, man. Cowboys defense is real.
You know what? Cowboys defense is
give it to Ezekiel Elliott. Let him run the ball. Dak Prescott is Dak Prescott. But the Eagles, I don't know. I don't think they got it. I don't think they got it. Sorry, the last game, Wells picked the Giants too as well.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to say that. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Wells is also going with the Cowboys.
Nice. I'm going to take the Eagles. Mm-hmm. Here's the reason why I'm going to take the Eagles. If the Eagles win this game, they lead this division.
But we've been saying that all year.
But this is for this game. The winner of this game, they'll have the same records, and Philly will have the head-to-head matchup. So they'll be in the lead for the division. Philadelphia has a ton of weapons, and if you had to pick a team with 4 weeks left in the season between the Super Bowl champions and the Cowboys, who we know are inconsistent, I would take the Eagles every time. It's in Dallas, which makes it tough.
Yep.
But you have an elite quarterback. You have 4 different running backs.
You didn't call him elite last year.
No, I think he's elite now.
Okay, all right.
Even he's not playing elite this year either.
He's not even playing this. I was going to say, he hasn't shown you that.
Yeah, he had his best season. He's going to have, I think, ever last season. That MVP season was the best he's ever going to be. But I still think that he's good.
He wasn't the MVP, but he was in the talks.
No, caliber season. That's the best it's ever going to be. And you have a plethora of great receivers. Zach Ertz just set the record for receptions on a Philadelphia Eagles uniform. Mm-hmm. This team, with 4 games, they're in peak position to take this division. And I think this is where it is decided. I think Eagles take it.
All right. So you got the Eagles. Dallas is minus 3.5 on that one. Rams at Bears. Who do you got in this one?
Rams. Trubisky's coming back, but like there's I can't. There's no chance for the Bears to win this game.
I'm also picking the Rams. I guess that's they're only minus 3.5 to win this one.
I know. On the road though, right? They're in Chicago.
Yep. Yeah. In Chicago.
That's why 3.5.
What do you think Wells got?
Oh, the Rams.
Bears.
Because he just likes losing. he just likes losing. He didn't give a reason, obviously, because he's at home.
No, he's at home just barfing.
But there's no logical reason to pick them. Besides, it'll be an upset from the pick.
I think the Rams are going to lose one more time this year.
At week 17 when they're sitting everybody. Yeah.
They might. They're probably going to lose one more time this year. I doubt it's going to be this one. I'm just stalling right now because I want to bring up the schedule.
See who wants to play and see where
I just wanted to bring up the schedule because I'm kind of stalling. Oops, it went back. Hang on. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, this is great podcasting right now.
They got
Cardinals and 49ers.
And the Niners. They lose.
If they were going to lose, it should be this one.
Here's the thing. Next week they play Philly, and Philly needs this game to win that game. If they were going to lose a game,
you think they're going to beat the Rams? Philly's not going to beat the Rams.
If they lose a game, they're competing in because the Rams division's locked up as of last week.
Yeah,
they can sit everybody now. Mm-hmm. A great time to sit your players is against Philly. Philly needs the game to get in, or you can beat them and knock them out.
No, you'd probably sit against Cardinals.
Right. Well, or San Fran, week 16, 17.
Yeah.
But you can start sitting guys from now because you're in the clear. I don't know. In that kind of
logic, I'm guessing that might have been your logic there, Wells. And again, I'm not going to speak for you, but that kind of makes sense. If they're going to lose, it might be this one because they're locked up already. So
yeah, they're done.
So Wells got that, and finally we got Vikings at Seahawks. Wow. I struggle with this one. I'm going Seahawks. This is hilarious. So Pete Carroll, quote unquote, lost the locker room because he had a bunch of defensemen that basically hated the quarterback. Yep. Or they thought that Pete Carroll's the coach of the Seahawks, picked Russell Wilson over them. Got rid of all the defensive players. Who's laughing now? Because it turns out those guys that left, they're okay.
Yeah.
They're okay. But Seahawks seems to be rolling again.
Yep. The Seahawks are fine.
And Seahawks are rolling again. Now Seahawks are -3 in this one. So I'm rolling with Seahawks. Vikings, again, we just tore a hole into Kirk Cousins, so
would it be fair to pick them after all that trash?
I'm not thinking about that. So
I also have the Seahawks, mainly because they're locked into that wild card spot. And I think when you have playoff teams, they get down these final weeks, they understand what's at stake, sort of thing. And Minnesota is not really playing for anything. Cousins, I don't think he cares makes the playoffs. Again, one of those guys where like, oh yeah, I'm great, and then he has a bunch of average games, and I just don't see it. I don't know. I have nothing.
Does it hurt you that you picked 4 games the same as well?
Yeah. I get when me and Wells took 20 games the same. I get a little scared. I'm like, usually 3 is like whatever, but I feel like this week is pretty like it's kind of easy.
You think so?
I'm not afraid of any games this week. I think you picked the complete opposite of me, so I could go 1-5.
Yeah,
or 0-5.
Usually when I make picks, this is what happens. There's like as soon as I say the game, something in my head just goes pick this game.
Yeah,
it automatically just goes pick this game.
They're gonna win.
And then sometimes I might overthink it and like reverse it, but usually it's just bing, pick this team. So that's how it goes.
You're done.
All right. Did you want to make a pro line ticket for Wells?
Yeah, man, I got one. I got a good one.
All right, go. So again, you're gonna be how did Wells do last week on this pro line ticket?
Wells was 4 or 5. If Wells picked the Steelers game with his head instead of his heart, he would have won that ticket.
Well, if we all picked
if we all had the cojones to pick the Chargers, would have won that ticket. Now it was only 3. So in pro line, you have to pick a 4-point and then an 8-point win. So it was only 3. So technically, it would have been a tie.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing. So am I doing point spreads or just going 4 and 8?
No,
with points. Okay. So the Rams -3 of the Bears. I think the Rams are gonna kill them. I don't understand how Wells thought that this was gonna. Anyway, Pittsburgh -10 at Oakland.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's gonna kill them. They need the wins now.
And it's Oakland. So.
Yeah, Oakland's a great team to beat up on. 10 points is a lot of points.
Yeah.
But it's 2 touchdowns and whatever. I got the Giants -3.5 against Washington. I really think that Mark Sanchez is.
I went on a limit on this pick.
Yeah, I really feel like Mark Sanchez can't cover this at all. My one upset that you should pick Miami to cover 8.5 against New England. Division game, they played them tough. Miami won the first one.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. But they always play them tough. Division game, obviously, right? Kansas City's only a touchdown over Baltimore, 6.5. No way Lamar Jackson is going to score with the Chiefs. The point that they are within a touchdown. He can't do it. There's no way that's going to happen. And my 6, I got Buffalo on the road, 3.5 favorites covering the Jets. At least 4-point win for the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo's been all right in the last couple weeks.
Yeah. They kind of understand their offense. They're not good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the Jets they've become terrible. They're playing for draft picks right now. They're trying to lose every game.
Yeah.
So, that's my ticket.
Hopefully you win the people some money.
Yep, I'm definitely taking it tomorrow. If you bet $5 because it's point spread, I think you win 40 times your money.
Next year we're gonna track this from the beginning.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say we're gonna start off with $1 million.
Yeah, we're gonna start 100K.
We're gonna start with $1 million, and we're gonna see how that $1 million, where that $1 million takes us. How much money?
Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna actually go and make this ticket, and I'm gonna show you guys it.
All right.
And
you said that last week too.
I know, man. The corner store is just so far away.
I know, it's right at the corner.
Yeah, it's right in the corner. It's so funny.
Man, we were watching an awful Thursday nighter. Anyway.
Yeah, well, Look, the Jags are Well, I
they
guess
scored 2 points.
They scored 6 last week, so we can't even say right. Like they just won with the 6.
All right, so we're gonna try a new segment this week. Smythe, you got some news stories.
I know this is great. I feel like I'm just letting it all shine this week. I'm so happy here. Okay, so basically the concept of it is we're gonna find some interesting stories. I kept it a little bit local this week, but what we're hoping to do is we're hoping to find stories from all over that are just really interesting that we can talk about. So first, the federal government of Canada passes a law altering the criminal code to increase the penalty for impaired driving. So now a first offense is up to a $1,000 fine and up to 6 demerit points. Distracted driving is driving with your phone. For you American people, you can't do that in Canada.
There's certain states you can't do it either.
But it's a super no-no. Doug Ford of the Ontario government responds by opening LCBOs till 11 o'clock every single day.
Ooh.
He was like, oh, well, you want to do that? Well, everyone gets free alcohol.
Ooh.
It's disturbing.
Really?
It's a direct like, oh, hey, we want you guys to be safer. So if you get caught on your phones distracted driving, it's okay. We're going to up drunk driving. So now at 10:30 you can go and buy liquor and drive home with it.
It doesn't mean they were upping drunk driving.
I think that was, I don't know. Do you think that's fine?
That's fine.
If you read one sentence and that sentence back to back, you didn't think?
No, that's fine.
That's fine. Hilarious.
I wouldn't think anything bad about that. Anyway, go on.
Okay. Number 2, Google's making a new operating system that can run on iPhones and Android phones. It's called Fuchsia, and they're planning to roll it out.
Sorry, who's doing this?
Google.
Okay.
The good folks at Google are creating their own operating system. So now you understand how Apple devices work. Your devices have to be interconnected together, have to work all on the same platforms. Yep. If Google jumps in with their own operating system, do you think they're going to follow the same suit where now everything has to be Google? Your laptop, your whatever, your phone. And they can run on both Apple and Android products.
Android products? Probably. I don't know the exact numbers of how many people have Android phones and how many people have Apple phones. I know Apple, as far as their stocks are concerned, is getting kind of stagnant because as soon as Steve Jobs, God rest his soul, passed away, they haven't done anything.
They done new. They just keep.
We
got a new phone.
Anything.
What does it do? Oh, it's just new. It's rad. What does it do now?
They haven't done anything. So, maybe Google sees an opening here where they can go, oh, this operating system can work on both of us.
This tech.
So you put it on the iPhone. Hey, maybe you'll like it.
Yeah. And you can use your iPhone, and you can plug it in with a Chrome laptop, right? They're going for the jugular, I feel like.
Oh yeah, now's the time.
There's no plans for the rollout yet, but it's going to be coming out soon, and it's going to organically update. So you're going to be sitting on Android one day, turn on your phone tomorrow, and it's going to have Fuchsia on it.
All right.
Right? You ready for that?
Well, I use Apple. I have an Apple phone, but my other phone is also Android.
What? So, did you say your other phone?
Yeah, I have 2 phones.
No, I'm joking.
I got 2 phones. One for never mind.
The Canada Post strike is over. They were ordered back to work.
I didn't even care.
Right?
I don't care.
So rolling strikes were harming deliveries, but the most important thing that was harmed by that was the rollout of the legalized marijuana. Okay. So they've now erased their guaranteed holiday delivery. So before, Canada Post would always say if you order by a certain date, they make sure the presents are going to get to the house in time for Christmas. Yeah. They've eliminated that guarantee. Now, with the rotating strikes and with Canada Post in the situation altogether, do you think it would have been smarter if Canada Post knocked out of the park the marijuana delivery, so deliveries were amazing, and then sat down at the negotiating table and said, we delivered this much marijuana for you guys, this is how much more money we want? Does that make more sense than what they did?
I guess.
I think they handled it terribly poorly. They should have made the government tons of money and said, if you guys don't ante up, we're going to take that away. Right? Instead of them now...
But why would they care? Because there's so many other delivery services.
Not for that. Canada Post does all the marijuana delivery. But so what happens now is that people don't trust that delivery.
I know they do it now. But you can just
they could change. You can just change
somebody else.
UPS does it now. Whatever.
Yeah, UPS does it now. We don't need you.
I don't know.
I understand there's jobs out there and people have been doing this for their whole life, but evolution, man.
Yeah,
evolution. Canada Post is like. Sometimes I'm like, why are you even around? Why are you around?
Because the government needs to control something.
We're going to go on strike. Oh. You know we don't need you, right? Oh. Yeah. You know that, right?
We let you guys deliver the stuff. We don't like... Oh my God.
All right, so that's Smythe's news story.
Do you want more? I have one more.
All right,
but we've already talked about it.
Oh, no, go on. One more. Go.
Wall Street bosses are afraid to include women in post-work activities.
No. Okay, we won't talk about this.
We're going to get to it.
No, we're not going to.
I know. That's why I said, do you want to talk about it? Because
no. Because I want to keep this light. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to keep this kind of light. But I did show you that one story that you didn't do. The was he 65 years old Dutch man?
Yes. I was going to bring that up.
He wanted to change his name. He wanted to change his age to 41. 40.
To be 40
because he says he feels 40. The judge said. So he put in this request because he says he feels...
It's a formal request, by the way. It went in front of a judge.
He wanted to legally change his age. The judge said, you can feel 40 all you want. You can't change your age.
You can't just be 40.
You can't just be 40.
But you know what? He went for it.
He did, I guess.
I did respect that. And if they said yes, what would you have done next
Oh my goodness, I would have changed
my age. That's all I'm saying. I would have been 25 next week.
I definitely would have changed my age.
And I'm sure the judge was like, we can't set this precedent because everyone...
precedent is stupid. Like, what are you asking
What if they made it $2,000? Change your age.
Everyone would be doing it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Everyone would be doing it.
Just put that on my visa. It's fine.
What are you talking about?
It's fine. I'm 29.
Yeah, so that's the new segment. Oh. I'm going to get I'm going to get Smythe to look into some Florida stories because those are fun stories. If you Google Florida stories, you're going to find some interesting ones. So hopefully we keep this thing rolling. That's it. That's a new segment. All right, back to some sports.
Before we get back to sports,
go.
The Leafs just lost their first overtime game to the Detroit Red Wings.
That's fine.
So now they're 28-1.
Oh, there goes the playoffs.
Yep.
There goes the playoffs for the Leafs. I guess that's it. All right. Anyway, let's go some rapid fire. Last week we didn't get to talk about it because we're kind of in a rush in the bottom. And Donaldson to the Braves, $23 million, same amount of money he was getting paid last year.
Guess who brought him over?
Sorry, Corey said something. Yeah, it's the previous GM for the...
Like, is that an old boys club or what?
Well, he knows him, right? So he said he knows him. It's only 1 year.
Yep.
It's not going to hurt.
No.
One Donaldson could probably redeem himself. Because last year probably was his worst year ever.
He didn't play. What do you want?
Yeah, he didn't play. He was injured all the time. Probably his worst year. So you're hoping maybe that was a fluke.
Yep.
He definitely wants to come back, and he's definitely going to play hard because he probably wants another payday. Maybe he can get a $2 million a 2-year contract after this.
How old
from
is
somebody else?
He's 33.
Yeah, he's 33, 34.
He can get an 8-year contract. You know baseball is. you know how they play in this baseball.
So I don't think it's bad. Maybe you can show some of those guys how to play and stuff like that because they got a young team that's going to come up.
Yeah. Well, they made the playoffs last year, right? And they were bouncing 3 games.
Yes, they did. Yeah. So it's not going to hurt. Big story here. Nylander finally signs with the Maple Leafs. Right at the deadline, 6 years, $6.9 million cap hit. Don't want to get too much in depth in this because I'm going to save it for next week, but it's good, right?
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Now that it's happened, everyone's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, it's funny because we were so anxious about it. And now it's done. We're like, oh, we waited a long time for nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
well, he's signed now, so
yeah. Well, at least he's here.
He's gonna be probably playing with Austin Matthews, which he did quite a bit. Like, but yeah. So he's back. Enough of the drama now. Now the Leafs are back at full strength.
And they lost their first game.
This is the first game back with him, and they lost the first game. But that's fine. That's fine. But it shows that it can score. They came back and they scored a lot.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
One thing we threw away from last week. It was kind of a throwaway thing, but those guys we wanted to rush to watch the game. You don't like the Milwaukee Bucks, Smythe?
I don't like the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's the thing. I don't like the fact that we think Giannis Antetokounmpo is an MVP candidate.
He is an MVP candidate.
I know. But like,
what don't you like about Giannis? Now, right now they're second best team in the East.
Mainly, he can't shoot.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, because if you're down by 3 at the end of the game, he's not your guy.
So
now you're going to Chris Middleton. Is he going to tie the game for you?
He can shoot threes.
Eric Bledsoe's not going to tie the game for you.
I wouldn't put the hands in Bledsoe.
Brogdon's not going to tie the game for you.
It's Middleton. Middleton's a shooter.
Yeah, exactly. Or Brooks Lopez, because he shoots a lot of threes too now. Team's just
apparently so.
Yeah,
apparently
right?
so.
Team's all over the place. And like, I don't want to be like he needs another star to help him because every team obviously needs more stars to help them, sort of thing. But I like we talk about Milwaukee like they're going to be a contender in the East, and I think they're a first round exit.
A first round exit?
Just like every
to
year.
Who?
Doesn't matter. I think the Pacers will beat them right now.
But they're not going to face them in the first round. Pacers are...
Well, there's so much games left. We don't know they're going to face.
Yeah, there are so many games. Pacers right now are... Sorry, I'm just going over to the standings. Pacers right now are 5th. Yes, they're 5th. Why is Detroit 4th? Anyway.
Like, what are they doing there? They're not that...
Giannis Antetokounmpo is putting up the same numbers Shaq did in 1999.
I know.
The thing about Giannis, and this is why I don't think 3-pointers are the end-all and be-all, because with him, basically what they're doing is he's playing the middle, and they surround him with shooters and whatnot. He takes 2 steps and he's at the basket. Yep. That's the problem with him, and that's why people can't guard him. Yep. So, to be an MVP candidate, yes. He is, like, right now, who would you really want? AD or Giannis?
AD.
Really?
He can shoot threes.
But he's injured all the time.
I know.
So I'm taking everything in consideration.
Everything in consideration?
Everything in consideration.
I'm going to take Giannis. I will take Giannis over 99.9% of the league. There's 3 guys maybe I'll take over right now. And LeBron James is not one of them.
Wow, really?
He's old, man. He's old. If I was
you're taking everything in consideration. Okay,
yeah, if we're taking it for one game, but like, no, overall, no. And I don't think...
I think I have less. I think I have less players I'd take over. I'm trying to go through my head right now.
I have Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, I take Kawhi. Okay, that's one.
Kevin Durant. Steph Curry.
Harden?
No. Oh, no. Oh, Lord, no.
Oh, maybe we'll touch on that next week. Huh?
You know what? Yeah. Players better than Giannis? Come up with a list.
There's
not a lot.
Embiid?
No. I watched him yesterday. No.
That was a one-back game.
He's a quitter. I don't like him.
Simmons?
Nope. Absolutely not.
But Simmons last night.
He's the same size as Giannis.
Yeah, I know.
And he's not even close. No, he's not even close.
He's a good playmaker, though.
Like, yeah, but like a lot of guys
there's an issue over there. Yeah. And I think it's Simmons.
Oh.
You know, one thing we never talked about LeBron this whole season.
I know we're trying now. Real wit, it's different not seeing him because he's on at 10:30 at night and it's pretty late, so that's kind of tough. But
he dropped 40 the other day.
He's great. He's killing it right now. He's playing fantastic.
Now he's being assertive
because now everyone else has fallen in line.
Well, now he's like, because I think what LeBron does sometimes is he steps back and watches.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he does. He just steps back and watches. He's like, okay, what's Luke Walton going to do? What are you guys going to do?
Yep.
I'm not gonna play hard. But what are you guys gonna do? I don't know if that's the best thing to do, but whatever. But he steps back, and now he's like, okay, I'm gonna play now.
Here's what I gotta do.
Now he's dropping 40 points.
Yeah, I gotta score 40 for us to have a chance at winning any game.
No, I don't know if that's good or bad. That's not good.
The thing about it is you kill the development of these kids.
He's kill the development of these kids.
Because when LeBron James leaves, on whatever train he leaves on, they're all trash.
Yeah.
Right? Kuzma has a chance to come out of it because he just catches and shoots. Kuzma doesn't care who's on the team. He's going to take his 20 shots.
If you look at Ingram's numbers when LeBron's on the court and off the court, when Ingram's by himself, great player. Good player. I was going to say good. He's a good player. When LeBron's on the court, his numbers fall. Because when you play with LeBron James, there's a lot of standing around.
You're an outside shooter.
There's a lot of standing around. Just wait to see what LeBron does.
Yep.
And, And, again, I tweeted this out. Did I tweet it out? I can't remember if I tweeted it out. The Lakers aren't going to land a big free agent.
Nope. No one's going to play with that guy.
No, I don't think. I think the fact that Kyrie Irving left him is a big indicator for these guys. It's like, I don't want to play with him.
Yeah. Oh, it's not.
Not saying he's not great. No one's saying he's not great.
Not
but it's
sunshine
like,
and lollipops,
I don't want to play with him.
Like, if he defers to you and you let him down, you don't win that game, it's on you.
Yeah.
Kyrie experienced that, actually.
Yep.
Because remember that championship they won when he had to score 40 points 3 games in a row? Kyrie Irving?
Yep.
They don't talk about that.
Nope. Oh, it's LeBron's championship. LeBron's championship.
I don't remember them talking about Kyrie Irving being an NBA champion in Boston. It's like he didn't even win a championship, right? And it's crazy.
You helped LeBron win his championship.
Yeah, exactly.
So, maybe we can get a bit into that next week. Staying with the NBA theme, where are the bad teams in the West?
It's hard.
So you have the Phoenix Suns. They're 4-20. They're done. Like, they're finished.
They've had enough.
They are finished.
Outside of that, though,
San Antonio Spurs occupy the 14th spot. They're 6.5 games back.
Yep.
They have one less win than the 8th seed team, Dallas.
They're 1 game out of 8.
1 game out of 8th. Like, the West this year is tough.
Yeah.
Now, the teams that we thought were going to be in the playoff picture, Pelicans, Utah, Houston, they're not in the playoff picture. Minnesota's not in the playoff picture. I predict that. I don't think they're going to get there. And the teams that are surprising, Clippers, Memphis, Portland.
Yeah, they're on their way down, though.
I don't like Portland. I never like Portland, but at the same time, I'm like, because you hear a lot of people saying blow it up, but it's the thing. This is the thing about blowing up.
Are you going to get any better?
Are you going to draft anyone better than McCullough or Lillard? No. So you might as well just keep plugging and playing with those two guys until you figure it out.
Here's the thing. You could technically move one of them,
but you're never going to get that
for
back.
a wing player.
Who? You're never going to get
that I don't
back.
know who. I'm saying, like, if Jimmy Butler was available. For instance, Jimmy Butler. You could have been like, hey, we'll trade McCollum or we'll trade whatever and we'll bring in Butler. Mm-hmm. At least it's spread a bit more. Because McCollum and Lillard are the exact same player. And the problem with them being the exact same player is they're never both hot.
Yeah.
One guy's 40 and the other guy's 12 with 20 shots.
Yeah.
Right? And then poor Nurkic, who should have the ball way more. Because, like, look at what Denver's doing with...
Mm-hmm. Who are you talking
what's the guy's name?
Murray?
No, the big guy.
Nurkic?
Yeah. Nurkic is spectacular.
Oh, he can play. He doesn't even look at it. Like, you look at it and be like, you're a basketball player? He doesn't look athletic at all. But, he can play.
Making passes...
That
triple-double. Like,
I said he was going to make the All-Star team this year.
Yeah.
That guy's going to make the All-Star team.
Yeah, he's going to start this year.
Murray's in there trying to... He might put some consideration for an All-Star team there.
Murray's playing great, but Murray's playing great because he's wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's finding guys. It's unbelievable. I don't think Nurkic is that good, but he's better than what he is on this team.
I think he's that good.
I think he's better than what he shows right now. Because, like, with McCollum and thing, like, they're just jacking up shots. You're running, trying to rebound and put stuff back. What if you gave him the ball? You know?
But those guys aren't going to do it. Lillard is as advertised. I like Lillard. Yeah, I do like him a lot. He's a good player. But he's as advertised. But I'm like, and again, people always want to say, is like, if you're in the middle, like, blow it up. I'm like, it's not that easy. You're never going to get that guy back.
Yeah, and you can't get to the top, so it doesn't... You're as good as you can.
Well, you can keep plugging and playing because how old are those guys? They're not that old.
No,
I don't think they're 30 yet.
No, but I'm saying, like, with that team, with what's in the West, you are not going to be better than third. I don't care what you do with that team. They can play as great as they want.
Even if they do get third, I don't think they're just good. Because remember when they finished last third, and
they lost the first round. Yeah,
because I don't think they're good. Well, it was this fluke that they got.
There are no easy matchups in that first round in the West. Now whoever makes it, that first round is going to suck.
The Thunder, they're rolling.
Oh yeah, they look great.
They're rolling. Pay attention to Paul George, Defensive Player of the Year so far, in my opinion.
Shot 47 last night.
Yeah,
didn't play that much defense. Yeah, they look really good. Westbrook is shooting a career low from 3-point range.
Yeah, but they're still punching away.
Like, and he won't stop shooting them. So
yeah. Anything else from basketball you want to talk about, or hockey?
No, well, hockey we're saving for next week. In basketball,
yeah, we got some things saved up for next week. Next week we got a kitchen table going on.
Yeah, I got one thing.
Shoot,
what's going on with the Celtics? Can you? I know we talked about only one basketball, but it sounds like it's getting worse and worse and worse over there.
Right now they're playing New York. I don't know. Like it doesn't even look like they have a starting lineup yet.
They don't. And like,
and I brought I questioned this a little earlier. I'm like, is it Kyrie Irving? Because Kyrie Irving demands a lot of the ball. They got Gordon, who Smart loves. He loves Gordon, and he's coming off the bench.
Yeah, it's rough.
I don't know. Everyone, I think they'll still figure it out. They're by January,
they'll know what they're doing.
They're going to be a much better team. But right now, as I'm looking at it right now, I'm like, what is, like, you're too talented not to figure it out. Just like how Washington now is on the comeback. I said, like, they're too talented not to make the playoffs. What they do in the playoffs is a different story.
Yep.
But Washington will make the playoffs.
They'll get there.
It's funny how they got rid of Dwight Howard and all of a sudden they're good.
And every year I stick up for that guy. You know that? Every year. I'm like, this is the year he really makes a comeback, and this new team will accept him and it'll be great. And Lord, no. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad.
And we would be remiss if we didn't mention this. UFC 231.
Yay.
We're mentioning it. It's in Toronto. Oh. It's in Toronto.
What are we doing this weekend?
I don't know. Maybe we should try and watch it. Go over to Wells and whatnot and watch it.
Yeah. He's sick. Can't go to his house.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to get sick when his house.
Yeah.
Well, the main event, we'll go Holloway and Ortega. Do you want to make a pick in this one?
Ortega's gonna kick his ass.
I love Ortega.
He's a kick his ass.
I love Ortega, man. Oh, man. This guy, he beats, what was his last fight he beat?
I legitimately want to watch this. I'm not.
Okay, I can't remember who he beat last week, but if you watch this guy fight, it's like he knows exactly what he's doing at all times. Right. He's calm, he's cool, he's collective. Holloway's good. I'm not denying that. Holloway is good, but man, maybe I'm picking with my heart here.
You are. So am I. I'm like, oh, I need UFC to be exciting again. I need Ortega to kill this guy.
Ryan Ortega, man, I love him. I love this guy, man. He's from LA. That. He's really chill. Like I think when he won his last fight, he's like, I'm starting an organ. I'm trying to help people. I'm starting a fundraiser and stuff like that just to try and help people and stuff like that. I'm like, I love this guy.
I want to see you do well. I like him. I will say that.
I like him a lot. And maybe I'm picking with my heart. Valentina against Joanna. Ever since Joanna lost to, who was it? Holly? I think it's Holly. Yeah.
Home?
Yeah. Anyway, shoot, we need Wells bad here.
Yeah, man. Wells really.
Anyway, she's not the same, man.
For some reason, I don't want to be like, it's because women, but when women lose that first fight,
no, it's like
they don't bounce back.
Remember Anderson, Spider Anderson? He lost, and he was never the same after that too.
Yeah. I just remember.
It's just in UFC for some reason when you lose.
Yeah, I remember her and Rousey. And what was the chick? What's the other girl's name? And the oh man.
You need Wells for this. We're missing you right now.
I remember there was like a big thing, and one girl was talking so much trash, and the other girl was like,
I think it was Joanne.
Praying, and then they fought.
It was Rose. It was Rose and Joanne, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was Rose and Joanne.
That was her first last. Okay.
Yeah. But was it? Yeah, that was a fight.
Right.
A lot of people are gonna pick Joanne. I just don't think she has it.
I'm gonna pick her too.
You're gonna pick Joanne too?
Yeah. Right. She's a bully.
She is.
I feel like bullies.
But I don't know. Like she's not the same fighter.
Yeah, I know, but like, who's this cute girl over here? Like, come on.
The bullet. All right, I'm gonna go Valentina on that one.
Oh, you're gonna go?
Yeah, I'm going opposite. There's a lot of fights on this card. Again, it's in Toronto. Tons of fights on this card. Maybe we'll try and get together.
Yeah, but I think we should probably watch that.
Like,
how much would we to go to that? You think? How much UFC tickets? $500?
Something like that. I don't know.
I'm not gonna check.
Probably be expensive because I think DeFeo's not going. DeFeo's not going. But usually they go all because I think Wells went to the last one too. That was in Toronto.
Wells is probably going to this one.
Now I think they're putting less cards in Toronto. I think there's only be like 2 a year now, which is like because now that New York has opened up now.
Yeah, well,
they're gonna go over to New York now instead of coming up here. Even though every time they come to Montreal, every time they come to Toronto, they sell out every time. Of course,
mind you, you're in Toronto. You can sell baskets in Toronto. If you sell in a stadium, people are gonna show up.
Yeah, I guess. That's it. Anything else from the sports world that excited you? Nothing really. Hey, we got, and again, I kind of held back with some of the topics because we got the round
table next week.
Can
we say what we got for next week?
Benny Pinto is coming back.
Benny's back,
and he hasn't been on since maybe February, I think.
Yeah, no, he's been on.
No, we did because we did the when we did that mid-year NBA preview show.
Yeah,
it was me, you, and Casey. I think that was the last time he was on.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
man,
yeah, Benny Pinto's back, and hopefully we got Wells back.
It's a great show, a great reunion show.
Got another podcast in the works. Look out for Seb and Benson coming back to do another podcast. That's coming up pretty soon. I know fan favorites. Everyone loved that episode.
Corey's brother, Brick, had the audacity to tell me that was our best episode.
I'm telling people love that episode, man.
I was like, what? How dare you?
Shout out to Brick. I think he's one to come on too.
Yeah, we gotta
get him on. Probably more when golf comes around in the spring.
Is playing or something.
Yeah, when golf is coming out in the spring. But shout out to Brick. I think that's it.
Yeah, we're good here.
That's it. Yeah. You want to tell the people where they can find us?
Yes, you can find a team podcast on Spotify, on iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, I guess we'll call it now, on Google Podcasts, and our favorite social media places, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr.
Did you update Tumblr?
No, it needs an update. I said it last week, and I was like, oh, man.
Is Tumblr somewhere else you need to update?
No, it's just Tumblr.
YouTube. Need to update YouTube, too, as well. Yeah, take a look at update. Anyway, we'll update that in. Check out the Horseplay podcast. They just hit the big 5-0.
That's right.
They just hit the big 5-0. I'm thinking, who gets 200 first? Horseplay or the team podcast?
Oh, we do. for sure.
We've already caught up to them. Because we're at 47.
Yeah,
they're
for
at 50.
sure we'll get to 50.
And they're a good, maybe a year ahead of us.
Yep.
Maybe as far as podcast concerned.
For sure. They got a fancy new theme song, actually.
Oh, yes. Gotta check that out. So check out the Horseplay podcast, a big 5-0. And they're rolling right now. I'm loving these episodes. They're rolling.
Yep. I think they're doing some of their best work.
Yep.
I think they needed that hiatus.
Yeah. And of course, you can find all this podcast goodness at theparkdaily.com. Parkdaily.com really helps us out. If you want to listen off the website, you can get all the podcasts off there. Info about us. You can email us. All that kind of good stuff. And of course, follow us on all the social medias. Instagram is really popping. Really popping. A few questions on there. Give you a taste of what you can get. Who had the better movie, Smythe, in the 90s? Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat by far.
Mortal Kombat.
That was New Line Cinema too, and the special effects in that was garbage. But that Street Fighter movie was trash.
It was so bad. I watched that and I was like, why would you guys make this? This was just, you've ruined Street Fighter.
That Street Fighter movie was trash.
Mortal Kombat had a sequel because I watched the first one. I'll never forget this. Sit in the front row with Joe and a couple of boys, and we sat down in the very front row, looking up like this, and we had popcorn and a pop, and we're just like this. Our face couldn't even leave because you're gonna miss some fight, and everything. Like the way they did the voices, they did everything the way so people can freak out.
What was the best movie? It
wasn't a good movie.
It wasn't a good movie.
No.
But if you popped it in today, I'll watch it. I'm watching it. 100%.
Yeah. I just loved how like when the characters came in, they jumped out and be like reptile. Like, what? This is like the video game. You freaked out. It was great.
Best video game movie? Maybe Wreck-It Ralph. Probably Wreck-It Ralph is probably the best video game movie.
That doesn't count.
That's a video game.
No, but it's every video game. It's not like
I know, but Wreck-It Ralph is still a video game.
I just watched Wreck-It Ralph too.
It's good.
It's awesome. Virtually everyone's in it. So like, okay, well, the best video game movie, Resident Evil. They did 8 of them.
I don't even remember the first Resident Evil. Resident Evil, I guess it was okay. The first one was okay.
Yeah. It got ridiculous.
Silent Hill was pretty good.
Silent Hill was good. Silent Hill was scary.
Yeah. It might be the best. Anyway, whatever.
We'll figure it out.
Anyway, that's it.
All right.
Then with that theme song, Smythe.
Nash and Smythe host a team podcast. We love sports just like you.